Hello and welcome back to ROADTRIpVIA, the road trip ready trivia quiz made to be played while riding in your car. Today's episode, Brainy Tuesday, number 32. This is episode number 623. Today we have 21 tough questions. There's 20 questions up front. There's a question 21 tiebreaker at the end of the episode if you need to stick around for that. Let's get started with question number 1. What is the three-word term in physics that is given to the angle made by the ray of light approaching a surface and the normal line drawn to the surface at the location where the ray contacts the surface? I guess we're getting started with a very tough Tuesday question. I promise they won't all be this tough, but if you get this one correct, you're off to a great start. It is called the angle of incidence. Question number 2. In a famous Greek myth, Poseidon and Athena had a contest as to who could give the best gift to the city of Athens. Poseidon struck the ground with his trident and gave the city a spring. What was Athena's gift to the city, which won the contest? She obviously won. That's why they named the city Athens after Athena. She gave them an olive tree. Question number 3. Used to bring out the color, loosen the skins, and/or mellow the flavors. What is the term in cooking that refers to the process of plunging vegetables or fruit into boiling water for a brief period and then cooling them off quickly? That process is called blanching. Blanching is the answer. Question number 4. One of the most frequently mentioned terms in the Bible, it is one of the 3 things mentioned in 1 Corinthians 13:13. What is this word defined in Hebrews 11:1 as the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen? It is one of the 3 things in faith, hope, and love. The answer is faith. Question number 5. In this novel, citizens are grown in labs instead of being born naturally. What 1932 Aldous Huxley dystopian social science fiction novel attacked the popular eugenics theories of the day and foreshadowed concerns over genetic engineering? That book was called Brave New World. Question number 6. Named after a Portuguese explorer after his crew discovered them during their early 1500s voyage, what is the collective term for the 2 galaxies, irregular in shape and visible to the naked eye in the southern hemisphere, which are the nearest to our own galaxy? That explorer was Magellan. They are known as the Magellanic Clouds. Question number 7. He dies in the story after a fight with Tybalt. What is the name of the fictional character in William Shakespeare's 1597 tragedy Romeo and Juliet, who was a close friend to Romeo and a blood relative to Prince Aeschylus and Count Paris? Killed by Tybalt, his name was Mercutio. Question number 8. His work and inventions paved the way for the discovery of the electron and X-rays. What is the name of the British physicist of the late 19th and early 20th centuries who is credited with inventing a type of glass discharge tube which bears his name? Obviously, if you know the name of the tube, it's going to help. It's called the Crookes tube. He is Sir William Crookes. Question number 9. These are used as links to join words, phrases, or clauses together in a sentence. What specific grammatical term is used to classify words like and, but, or, although, and because? Those are all conjunctions. Question number 10. What was the name of the popular Italian composer of the early 18th century who wrote the Concerto in E major, the Mandolin Concerto, and his most popular concerto, The Four Seasons? The Four Seasons was by Antonio Vivaldi. Question number 11. They function as smooth, gliding cushion between bones and opposing surfaces such as muscles, tendons, ligaments, and skin. What is the term for the fluid-containing membrane-lined sacs located within joints of the skeletal system which help reduce friction between moving bones? The answer is bursae, or bursa for a singular one. Question number 12. What English novelist and critic envisioned a future state terrorized by teenage gangs in his 1962 novel A Clockwork Orange that was made into a 1971 film by Stanley Kubrick that starred Malcolm McDowell? The novel A Clockwork Orange was written by Anthony Burgess. Question number 13. They let carbon dioxide enter the plant for photosynthesis and let oxygen and water vapor exit. In biology, what is the name for the openings in the lower epidermis of a leaf that controls the rate of gas exchange between the internal air spaces of the leaf and the atmosphere? The answer is stomata. Stomata. Question number 14. These poems have 5 lines with an AA-BB-A rhyme scheme. What is this specific form of humorous verse that was popularized by English poet Edward Lear in his Book of Nonsense in 1846? A lot of times they will start with, "There once was a man from Nantucket." Those are known as limericks. Question number 15. Rather than a direct linear increase, as one property goes up, the other goes down. In the field of chemistry, and according to Boyle's law, what property of a confined gas at a constant temperature is proportional to its volume? The property we're looking for is pressure. Question number 16. Usually a result of excessive straining of muscles, what is the term for the medical condition in which an organ protrudes through an abnormal opening in the muscular wall surrounding the organ area? What is that called when an organ punches through the muscular wall? Usually as a result of excessive strain, that is known as a hernia. Question number 17. After living on Earth for about 165 million years, At the end of which period of the Mesozoic era are dinosaurs thought to have suddenly become extinct approximately 65 million years ago? We're looking for the name of the period. It is believed they went extinct during the Cretaceous period. Question number 18. In what U.S. state can you visit Devil's Postpile National Monument, Lava Beds National Monument, Lassen Volcanic National Park, Muir Woods National Monument, and the Eugene O'Neill National Historical Site? All of those are located in what U.S. state? The answer is California. Question number 19. What English author, who was knighted for his propaganda work with the Ministry of Information during the First World War, also wrote the famous 1894 adventure novel called The Prisoner of Zenda? His full name was Sir Anthony Hope Hawkins. His pen name was Anthony Hope. And question 20. It features the powerful sorcerer Prospero and his daughter Miranda on a remote island. The play writes farewell to the stage. What play was first performed around 1611 and was the final play that William Shakespeare wrote alone? His final play that he wrote by himself was The Tempest. The Tempest is the answer. I think he had a couple other ones that were unfinished at the time of his death, and someone else finished them for him. So he did have plays that came out posthumously, but I think the last one that he wrote by himself was The Tempest. That wraps up the first 20 questions of today's quiz. There is a question 21 tiebreaker coming up in about 20 seconds. In that 20 seconds, I implore you, if you enjoy this type of trivia and you are not subscribed to the channel, now is the time to do it. Go just below the video you see there. There is a subscribe button. You just click on that. Done. If you want to, you could hit the bell. That'll remind you of when we post new quizzes. But at the very least, hit subscribe. Let's do question 21, the tiebreaker for today. During the 1773 political protest now known as the Boston Tea Party, how many chests of tea were dumped from 3 British ships into the harbor by American colonists while dressed as Native Americans? How many chests of tea? Apparently they kept very good records, and they know that there were 342 chests of tea dumped into the harbor during the Boston Tea Party. Whoever got closest to 342 wins the point, and if anybody guessed exactly 342, kick that guy out of the game because he is cheating. We will see you guys on the next trip.